Okay, we're in the Volkswagen Beetle and we're going to be doing a range test today. So the battery is charged up to 100%. That's 124.4 volts. We show 1,268.7 miles on the odometer. We're going to keep an eye on the odometer there, and that's how we're going to track our mileage. I have a little loop that I'm going to do that's about a little over 70 miles, and then that'll bring us back close to here, and we can finish out the last part of the test here closer to home base, just in case we start running low. It's a pretty nice day. I think it's in the high 70s or low 80s, so it's not super hot. It's sunny, there's no wind, and the loop that we're going to be driving today is surface streets, a little bit of highway, but mostly 40 to 45 mile per hour speed limits, and on the highway I'll probably keep it under 60 miles per hour, probably 50 to 55 on the highways, and there's only a small bit of highway portion too. So this will be like a true maximum range, 50 miles per hour and less drive. I think we'll get close to 100 miles, but I don't know if we'll get quite over 100 miles, but I'd be happy to see over 100. So let's go ahead and get started, and we'll get driving. So just a reminder on the specs of the vehicle, it is an EVWest Hyper 9 kit. So it's got the net gain Hyper 9 motor with the ACX1 motor controller, and this is the lower voltage setup. So it's 125 volts maximum that uses 5 Tesla 5.3 kilowatt hour modules. So we have about 25 kilowatt hours on board, 125 volts maximum, about 96, 97 volts minimum, depending how low you want to run it. And pretty good power. It pulls about 700 amps, so it's got really good acceleration. It's smooth, it's quiet, it's pretty comfortable. It's just a cool little car. It drives pretty well too for the power, and with the manual transmission and the clutch you can shift through the gears just like a normal gas car, so that's kind of fun too. I'll show that off a little bit later. We'll run up through the gears. So I'm just taking some back roads here. Again, I want to keep my speeds low, and that's kind of the use case for this car. It's not for highway use, it's just for around town. So I want to get a true realistic range number for that type of driving. So I decided we'll take the little mountain road up into the mountains a little bit. We'll gain a little bit of elevation, and then we'll come back down a little bit further north, and we'll use some regen, so we'll get a good experience for how the regen works, and we'll just see how she goes. All right, we're about 10 miles in. We've used about 10%. Okay, we're at 77%. We just passed about 20 miles driven. So we're still about on track from what the previous efficiency was, but now we're at the highest elevation that we're gonna be in this drive. Everything from now on is downhill. So we're going to come over the crest up here, and then we're going to take a little twisty mountain road down the other side. All right, we're on the highway, so I'm doing 55. It's downhill, so I'm not feeling too bad about it, but we're getting off at the next exit anyway. So this is going to be the highest speed portion of today's journey. Luckily, when you're driving a Volkswagen Beetle, people give you slack for going slow. All right, we're coming off the highway now, the interstate, and we're going to go back onto some smaller mountain roads, but this time downhill. right, 70%, 30 miles driven, and we're starting the descent down the mountain road. This is a pretty sweet, twisty road. Using lots of Regen. This road would be really fun in a sports car EV like Carl's Porsche 924 we looked at the other week. The Volkswagen Beetle just doesn't quite have the same handling prowess, doesn't quite have the same feel through the steering wheel, but it's still a pretty fun little runabout. We're just about at the bottom of the mountain, and we actually put 1 or 2% back into the battery, and that's great to see. The Regen's working properly. Had to use the brakes for some of the really tight hairpin switchbacks, but other than that, pretty much didn't use the brakes the entire way down, which is great. So now we're gonna get back into town, kind of suburbia, and we'll be doing more surface streets for the rest of the drive. We just dipped it below 70%. We're at 68%, and we've traveled 40 miles. So that's looking pretty good. Pretty good range so far. All right, we've done about 50 miles. We're at 60%. So things are going good. Still got quite a bit more driving to do. All right, so we've done about 65 miles. We're at 43%. Still looking good. Not quite sure we're gonna make it to 100 miles, but so far so good. Still got happy batteries, good voltage, 43% remaining. Let's keep driving and see how far we can go. All right, we've done 80 miles, 30% remaining in the battery. Pretty good. That 100 miles is on the precipice. I don't know if we're going to be able to get another 20, but I'm definitely going to try. I think that would be a great accomplishment if we got 100 miles. But so far the car drives great, still has good power, still just humming along perfectly good. All right, 90 miles, still got 20% remaining. You think we can do another 10 miles? I think we can. Wow, I'm really impressed. It's stretching out further than I had expected. All right, let's keep going. Let's try to get that extra 10 miles. All right. 99 miles. And we have 11.4%, so I think we're just gonna make 100 miles. 10% is about our cutoff, maybe 9% if we're really pushing it. We're so close. Let's see if we can do another mile. We still are doing 45. So we're not puttering, we're driving pretty good. All right, let's see what we can get. We did it, 100 miles. We're at just above, we're just about 10% battery now. You can see the little battery light came on. That comes on when the voltage goes below 99 volts, about 3.3 volts per cell. So we did it, we did 100 miles. Pretty awesome, just about exactly 100 miles. And this speedometer is pretty accurate compared to GPS. It's a little bit inaccurate. Like 20-30 miles an hour, but then up around 40 to 60 miles per hour it's accurate. So I'm pretty confident that we actually did do 100 miles or close enough, but that's pretty cool. Really great result. We're bringing it back to the shop now, just about a block to go, so timed it pretty spot on. So now we'll go back to the shop. We'll plug in, we'll check the battery temperature and the motor temperature and just see how she's doing overall. All right, we made it back to the shop. In the Volkswagen, we did exactly 100 miles from 100% battery down to 10% battery, where we can't go any further without bringing the battery down too low. So there is a little bit of a reserve at the very bottom in case the customer gets in an emergency situation or something. He could drive a little bit further before the motor will actually stop working. But for now, we just keep it to 10%, and that gets us about 100 miles. And that's, like I said, I think this battery is about 25 kilowatt hours of capacity. So comparable to a first generation Nissan Leaf. And the Nissan Leaf had about 90 to 95 miles range when it was new. So it looks like the Volkswagen has about the same efficiency, miles per kilowatt hour, as a Nissan Leaf. So that's great. I mean, it just went great. The car drove really good. So the motor and the motor and the controller are pretty hot, kind of hot to the touch. Let's say maybe 120, 130 degrees. Let's see if we can get a measurement on that. Yeah, so the motor are reading 124 degrees, and the controller 127 degrees Fahrenheit. So they're not super hot. That's still well below the temperature at which they'll start to derate or limit the amount of power. But it's warmer than I expected. Nissan Leaf-based system like this would barely be 100 degrees, probably less. After a long drive like this, I think we've been driving the last 2.5 to 3 hours or so, just to get that many miles on the car. So this is kind of a worst case scenario. I did a lot of mountain driving today and it's pretty hot out. So it's good to know that the motor and the motor controller, while they are pretty warm, they're not too hot. And now the battery's dead, so they won't get any hotter. So that's pretty great. Yeah, overall, just really happy with the car. With the Regen, you don't need to use the brakes very often, only when you're coming to a complete stop or doing, like when you're going downhill, a really steep hill. So really happy with the car. It drives well, it's fun to drive, and it gets pretty decent range, even though it's got a pretty small 5-module Tesla battery pack. So thanks again for watching. That does it for this episode. Like the video, comment if you've got a comment or question about the car or anything else, and go ahead and subscribe if you're not subscribed, and share the video with your friends and family who might find this interesting. Thanks for watching.